Bismillah, alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. By the way, we thought Khutbah is cut up in a little bit of traffic today in a few minutes, just to clear out the new updates and new announcements. I know we haven't had any updates for a while in terms of progress in Jannah. So just to bring all members, supporters of the show's updates with respect to our Jannah, to let us know today is the third Jummah for this month of Shawwal. We are on the 21st day already. To remind you that the Salah is being established 5 times a day in the Masjid, recording of the Adhan. We want to encourage our brothers especially to try to make the effort to be here as often as possible. Those who are hearts attached to the Masjid is one of those whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will keep on the shade on the day when there is no shade. And we know that day is coming. So we want to remind you, try to be here as often as possible. You see, Allah, who was the Rabb of the month of Ramadan, is the same Allah who is the Rabb of Shawwal and all the other months. So we worship Allah not only in Ramadan, but all other months. And to help you as well, we are trying to encourage our brothers to keep to the masjid, and we have opened up our kitchen so that those brothers who are interested, once a week we have started to organize a little, boil up, or we call it a little cook. And we have some of the brothers who have been coming out and supporting. We're encouraging our brothers, especially those young ones, to come and join with them. We have brothers like Brother Nazir, Richard and Imran and Mirza and Royce. They come out every week so far on Sundays and for the little pot and so on, and we encourage brothers to come for the Asr, Maghrib and Isha, the area in Jamaat and building the brotherhood and trying to keep to the masjid. So we encourage you all to join with these brothers and come out and support, inshallah ta'ala. All our classes have resumed from the last week Saturday. So tomorrow, inshallah ta'ala, the sisters class will commence with Salatul Asr, the madrasa with Salatul Maghrib. The Hifz class begins at 7. These classes will continue and keep running every Saturday. So every Saturday from us, the sisters class, the madrasa for Maghrib, and the Hifz class with Brother Fahim, the Hafiz Fahim, every Saturday, inshallah. The Arabic 101 with Sheikh Iqbal continues on Sundays. So we encourage you to continue and to attend these classes, inshallah ta'ala. On the 26th, we have our quarterly, what we say, our quarterly lunch sale. So we ask you to come out on the 26th and book our wrap roti for those who want to have lunch, and these funds that goes towards the Jamaat in terms of continuing the activities. So we ask you to come out and support, place your order either with myself, Sister Farida, Brother Robbie here, or Ibrahim. You can place your orders for the roti, the wrap roti, on Friday 26th, which is a lunch, and the funds goes towards the masjid. We are also looking to try to do some little cakes and bakes on that day. You know that the last 3-4 years we have not had any fundraisers, major fundraisers. So except whatever the road you put in the box, this is what we continue. And these funds will continue to help progress with the Jamaat and so on in terms of the activities. We are launching the Abdul Qadir Shah Memorial Street Football on the 14th of July. We still have need for $2,500 to complete the netting in terms of the courtyard. We have been appealing for this fund for the last 2 months. We want to complete the netting over the courtyard so that the balls wouldn't go outside and hit vehicles or hit anyone or damage anything. We have some nets that we have sourced. It's costing quite a lot, and the longer we take, the cost keep going up. With every time they have the shipping and you set foreign exchange is a trouble. So we are appealing again to please come out and help us raise the rest of funds. Next month, the 25th, is our blood drive and health fair, where we are encouraging members, supporters, brothers to come out and donate some blood towards saving a life, as well as you can come and get some checkup with the doctors. And also on the 18th of next month is our Sports and Family Day. We will keep you updated as to the venue. This afternoon, the CDA will be having their soup kitchen and will be using the facilities here to prepare meals for the less needed. Anyone who would like to support the Caribbean Dawa Association in terms of feeding the needy and so on, go on that distribute food, we ask you to come out and support there. We want to extend our prayers and our heartfelt support and best wishes to our brother Nizam, who was robbed and his business burned down last Friday. As many of you may know, he is recuperating at present, and it goes to show to advisors of the state of crime in the country, which is getting worse. We had a little update from the police here last Sunday, and we see the state of the Freeport police station we cannot depend on. So we need to band together, create our neighborhood watch, look out for each other and be aware, be very mindful of what is happening around us, take note of our community, take note of when you are leaving, when you are going, as was advised by some of the security officers who are here on Sunday. Try to be very careful. We need to, those of you who could write to the editor, write to the press, call-in programs and try to demand better services, better security. And we need to, as a community, come together to create some neighborhood watch as we have in Nathaniel Trace and Bukhara and so on. We need to be alert as to what is happening. Our brother Nizam was robbed several times, but this time they were not just content in robbing, but they lit his business afire, putting out his people and so on. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless him and give him spirit recovery and the strength to continue. At the same time, we all need to be more careful and more alert at what is happening in our country. We now have with us our brother Ustad, Brother Musa, who will take us through today's Jummah Chat.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن الحمد لله نحمده تعالى ونستعينه ونستغفره ونتوب إليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما فإن خير الكلام كلام الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار ثم أما بعد. And the authority of Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he said, سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول بني الإسلام على خمس. That he heard the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam say that Islam is built upon five. Shahada an la ilaha illallah wa anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. The Shahada that there is nothing worthy of worship except Allah and that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the messenger of Allah. Wa iqam as-salah, and establishing the salah. Wa ita az-zakah, and giving the zakah. Wa hajj al-bayt, and making hajj to the house, meaning to Makkah. Wa sawmi Ramadan, and fasting during the month of Ramadan. And alhamdulillah, we have indeed completed the great pillar of fasting during the month of Ramadan, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward us and accept our actions that we have done during the month of Ramadan and to forgive us of our sins. My dear brothers and sisters, the reason why it is that I quote this hadith today, that all of us know, it is because as Muslims, we have to focus upon the fundamentals, upon the basics. We have to focus on the fundamentals, the basics, before we go into the larger matters of Al-Islam. As when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says, كونوا ربانيين بما كنتم تعلمون الكتاب وبما كنتم تدرسون. That verily be from the Rabbaniyin in terms of what you used to learn from the book and what it is that you teach from the book and what it is that you learn from it. And al-Rabbaniyun, as Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he said, they are the ones who raise or they nurture the people upon the small aspects of knowledge, upon the fundamentals, not necessarily small, because no aspect of knowledge is small in Islam. But sigar al-ilm, meaning the fundamental aspects of knowledge, qabla kibarihi, before the larger, more intricate aspects of Al-Islam. And this is essential for us. In fact, there's another riwayah in Sahih Muslim of that same hadith, where it is that a person, he asks Ibn Umar, لِمَاذَا لَا تَغْزُو? Why it is that you don't go out and fight? And then Ibn Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he quoted that particular hadith because of the fact that jihad, the asal of it, or the basis of it, is that it is something voluntary, not something compulsory. Now Ibn Umar, in that particular riwayah, in that particular narration, which is in Sahih Muslim, he wasn't downgrading And he wasn't looking at jihad as something small, because we are speaking about giving your life fi sabilillah. You are speaking about trading your life for the akhirah, for the hereafter. And there are several ayat and ahadith on this matter. But rather what he was showing is that these matters, these 5 pillars, are even more important. There's a great book by Ibn Jawzi, a scholar of, I believe, the 6th century of the Hijrah. And this book is called Talbis Iblis. Talbis Iblis, meaning the deception of the shaitan. How it is that shaitan, he deceives mankind. And shaitan has very innovative ways of trying to defeat mankind. If it is that he cannot get him regarding at-tawheed, regarding the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he tries to get him via bid'ah, via innovations. If he cannot get him via innovations, then he gets him via ma'asi, via sins. And if he cannot get him via sins, he tries to get him into extremism in terms of the deeds. You know, like what happened with the Khawarij, where it is that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that you would look at, discuss, at your salah compared to their salah, meaning that you would downgrade. You will see your salah as nothing compared to their salah. And your fasting, and he's speaking to the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala anhum, the best of nations that have ever come out of mankind. He said to them that when you look at your fasting compared to their fasting, you would think your fasting is nothing. When you look at your qira'ah or your Quran compared to their Quran, you would look at it as nothing. But yet the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that they would leave or exit the deen like how an arrow exits its bow. And he called them kilabun nar. He called them the dogs of the hellfire. So these are the ways that shaitan, he traps us. He traps us. And wallahi, if it is that Ibn Jawzi was living in our time, he would have written a Talbis Iblis as well. Because many a time, we as Muslims, we don't focus on the fundamentals. And when it is that we tell brothers or sisters to focus on the fundamentals, what happens is that accusations come. You feel you're better than everybody. You're defending tyranny. And all these different accusations come about just because we say that, look, we have to focus on these important or more important matters within our community. Within our community. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said, وَأَنذِرْ عَشِيرَتَكَ الْأَقْرَبِينَ, and warn your kin and kin, those who are closest to us. So, from the deception of the shaitan, is that he has some people, some of our brothers, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rectify their condition. They simply focus upon da'wah. But they focus on da'wah, but they don't focus upon the oneness of Allah, which is the fundamental and the core of da'wah. So they go from country to country to country to country to country. They go all over the place. If it is that you look at their passports, mashallah, it's as if they traveled all over the world. And they haven't left one country or one city in the world, except that they have entered into it. Yes, the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala anhum, they also left and they went. But the focus is at da'wah to Tawheed, the da'wah to the oneness of Allah. And the particular countries where these jama'ats, where they come from, you find that graves are worshipped other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You find that this one goes by Baba Sharif, and this one goes by Moor Sahib. Moor Sahib is a crocodile, by the way. They believe that if you give meat to Moor Sahib, and Moor Sahib eats that particular meat, and you make dua, your dua is answered. This is the belief. And they go to the grave of this one and that one and the other one seeking help from other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And yet in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said, إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ. Only you we worship, and only you we seek help from. How it is that we could seek help from someone who has died. إِن تَدْعُوهُمْ لَا يَسْمَعُوا دُعَاءَكُمْ وَلَوْ سَمِعُوا مَا اسْتَجَابُوا لَكُمْ. That if it is that you were to call upon them, they can't hear you. And if it is that they heard you, they cannot answer your dua. They cannot answer your dua. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has taken the souls of these people who have died, whether it is the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam or a righteous man. And after taking their souls, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he told us, Istaghfiru li akhikum. Seek forgiveness from Allah for your brother. فَإِنَّهُ الْآنَ يُسْأَلُ. Because verily now he is being asked in his grave. How it is that we can ask that person who has died, when it is that Allah is the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam rather, is demanding of us to seek forgiveness from Allah for that particular person. Subhanallah al-Azim. And this is a serious problem because the focus is gathering people in the masajid, making sure they pray their salah, which is extremely important. Not a problem. Extremely important that you go to the Muslims and remind them that they have to do their duty to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. However, if it is that you come to the masjid and you pray your 5 times salah, yet you are worshipping other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yet you are believing that the ta'weez that so and so person gave you could protect you other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, aina salatuk? Where's your salah, my brother? Or you believe that if it is that you take so and so, you cannot eat meat for how much days, and you cannot drink milk for how much days. Because you have that belief that that particular ta'weez, instead of asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, remembering Allah, making dua to Allah, will protect you. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the protector. And then, my dear brothers, you have groups, they focus upon siyasat, upon politics. I like to call it politricks. Poly meaning many. So it's many tricks. It's not siyasa sharia. Siyasa is how you deal with people. But the politics. So what happens is that the news will show something and we will take it hook, line and sinker. Whether it is true, whether it is false, whether it is completed. And then afterwards, you find over there, brothers, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rectify their condition again. They come and they go contrary to the advice of the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, where it is that he says regarding the Muslim rulers, فَلَا تُبْدُوهُ عَلَانِيَةً. Simple advice. And do not go in public and discuss criticize the ruler in the open. The ruler, meaning that you don't say that so and so, he's a so and so and so and so. No, you can criticize the issue. You could speak about the issue. You could say, for example, having conscience is haram. You could say, for example, so and so is haram. So and so is liar Jews. But however, to come and say so and so ruler, he's a this, he's a monarchic, he's a kafir, he's a da 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 da. What is that? Go to the point that some accuse them of being Yahud, of being Jews. Yeah, okay. No. We don't do that. And the shaitan has fooled such people so much into making takfir or calling these rulers kafir that they don't realize that they are ahadith that tell you, do not call your brother ya kafir. La taqul li akhika ya kafir. Don't say about your brother that he is a kafir, because it could return straight back to you. This is how serious we have to take it. And then on top of that, what happens is that you have no instability in the Muslim countries. You have people blowing up this and gunning down that and going here and going there, causing all kinds of instability. Which, when it is that you have chaos and you have lack of stability, and this is a historical fact, you cannot spread your message. You cannot spread Islam. You cannot bring about that goodness within the society. Look at the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When it is that the Treaty of Hudaybiyah came, he took that chance, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to spread Islam all over the place. To go to Caesar, to go to the ruler of Byzantium, Herakl, to go to the ruler of Egypt, to go to this ruler and that ruler, the ruler of Persia as well. Why? Because at that time there was some type of peace between him and the Mushrikeen. So he was able to call more people to Al-Islam. But how about the Muslims attacking the Muslim rulers? What was that cause? And we know. Fact is not that we don't know, we know. Look what happened in Libya. Libya in a total mess. Look what happened in Yemen. Yemen in a total mess. Syria, no, I'm not saying Bashar al-Assad is Muslim at all. But the scholars said you don't have the power to fight that man. Total mess right now. And who is still in power? Bashar al-Assad. So when these scholars say, don't do so and so, don't do so and so, and don't say, well, they are repressing the Ummah and they are sellouts, look at the result now. As one poet said, wait until the dust settles. Wait until the dust settles, so you would see whether it is a horse or a donkey you are riding. Because when the dust settled and so much people from Trinidad went to ISIS, they realized it was a donkey I was riding. They realized it wasn't a horse or a Jeep or a Mercedes-Benz. They realized it was a stubborn old donkey. That's the reality. And that is how Shaitan fooled them. Jihad, jihad, jihad. Without knowing the rules, the regulations, the conditions, the pillars, the sunan, the wajibat, the things that are prohibited in jihad, they just run forth. Somebody hand them a gun, okay, we the Islamic State, yallah. And look what happened to them now. Begging the same Catholic government to bring them back here. I'm not saying that they shouldn't bring back the women and the children. But this is a result of Shaitan fooling these people and they not taking admonition. I could tell you that. I could tell you these things because I was threatened by these same people for speaking against ISIS as soon as they came out. And I'll continue to speak against them regardless. Because it was a donkey they were riding all the time. And look, now they disappeared. So this is why I say, and I'm returning back to the point about focusing upon fundamentals. We have to focus upon our tawheed, upon our salah, our khushu', our humility in the salah. We have to focus upon that. We have to focus upon how we could read the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the best of manners. We have to focus upon how we could follow the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in the best of manners. We have to focus on our adhkar, our remembrances of the morning and the evening. We have to focus on how to pay the zakah and how to do it properly. How to make our hajj, how to be good in terms of our business dealings, how to be good in terms of our families, how the husband could be good to the wife and how the wife could be good to the husband. These are the things, this is our jihad in Trinidad. Wallahi, I remember brother gave a khutbah once that, look, you have plenty brothers saying, I want to fight jihad. And they can't beat up their pillow to wake up for tahajjud or salat al-fajr. What jihad you fight, you can't beat up your own mattress. Who are you going to beat up if you cannot beat your own mattress? And to this, Imam Bukhari, he mentioned in a particular chapter, he said, Bab al-isti'anatu بالضعفاء والصالحين في الحرب. He had a chapter in terms of seeking help via the weak ones in the ummah. Right? Via the weak ones and the righteous the pious in terms of war. And he put several ahadith regarding it. And if you look at the siyam of those who were successful, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Umar ibn Khattab, Salahuddin, very righteous. Salahuddin didn't even miss a salat in jama'ah. He never was there after the Iqamah was called. Salahuddin Ayyubi. He was never there after the Iqamah was called. He was always there early for Salatul Jama'ah. SubhanAllah. Umar ibn Khattab, Uthman ibn Affan. And this is why that particular hadith, it said that people will come to a particular place when we are fighting. And they will ask the question, is there anybody who was a companion of the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? And one person will say, yes. And as a result of that, they will be victorious. And then another time would come, and the people would ask, they are fighting, and the people would ask, is there anybody who accompanied a companion of the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? And the person would say yes, right? And then they would gain victory. And then in the third generation, they would be fighting a battle. They would be looking to enter a city. And they would ask, is there anybody who accompanied those who were with the companions of the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? And they say yes. And therefore, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will grant them victory. Righteousness. We have to return to our religion, but first we have to go back to the basics and the fundamentals. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Wassalatu wassalam ala Rasulullah وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اتبع الهدى ثم أما بعد. And likewise, there are people who overfocus on criticism of people from Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. So I'm mentioning this because it has to be very, very clear. And Ibn Jawzi himself, he spoke about this in that same book, Talbis al-Bis. Yes, without doubt, criticism of individuals and jama'at, of people who are deviated from the correct path, deviated from Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, deviated from what the companions of the Allah Ta'ala and whom were upon. This is part of the religion, no doubt. No doubt. And in fact, the Prophet ﷺ himself, he used to speak about this matter. He spoke about the Khawarij and called them the dogs of the hellfire. He spoke about the Qadariyah, those who don't believe in Qadar, and he said that they are the Majus Hadihil Ummah. They are the fire worshippers of the Ummah. He was very stringent, and in fact, the hadith, where it is that he said, وَسَتَفْتَرِكُ أُمَّتِي عَلَى ثَلَاثٍ وَسَبْعِينَ فِرْقَةٍ, that my ummah will separate into 73 different groups, كُلُّهَا فِي النَّارِ إِلَّا وَاحِدًا. All of them are in the fire except one. This is a clear evidence as well, because the Prophet ﷺ, when asked about that one, he said, هُمْ مَنْ كَانَ عَلَى مِثْلِ مَا أَنَا عَلَيْهِ الْيَوْمَ أَصْحَابِي. They are upon what I am upon today, and my companions of the Allah Ta'ala anhum. So he made that very, very clear. And to this you find Imam Ahmad, Abu Hanifa, Malik, Shafi'i, and the A'imma, the Imams who follow them, they criticize groups and individuals as well. They criticize groups and individuals who will call us toward the hellfire, who will call us towards deviance. And they were very stringent regarding this. But at the same time, my dear brothers and sisters, that in criticizing, we have to make sure to criticize based upon solid grounds. Meaning that the person has to have in fact deviated from the Sunnah, deviated from the fundamentals of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, has in fact deviated away from what the companions of the Allah Ta'ala and whom were upon. We don't just say, okay, well, this person is not part of my group, khalas, he's gone. No, that is incorrect. That is totally and utterly incorrect. Rather, this person, he has said something regarding Allah's sifat, Allah's descriptions. He has said something regarding Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala being everywhere, for example. He has said something regarding the Sahaba. He has said something regarding the karamat of the, like some of the things that I established from the Quran regarding the karamat. Like for example, where it is that the people of the cave, they stayed in the cave for a very long time. But they have to bring proof. They don't just go, it's not no wild mountain. And what has happened for many, many years is that you find people who might not have the knowledge to deal with that matter. But as like the other groups I have described, the fundamentals and the basics in terms of who Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah are, and in terms of Tawheed, and in terms of Usul and Salah, etc. like that, they are not focused upon, so they go on that threshold. And it comes like only me and my partner here, we are the only ones upon the truth. Or me and my squad here, we are the only ones upon the truth. They don't look like that. The truth is established based upon evidence, based upon those who are upon the Sunnah and the Jama'ah, based upon what it is that Allah has said in His book and what the Prophet ﷺ has said in the Sunnah. based upon what the ulama, the scholars of the past, like Imam al-Lalakai, Imam Ahmad, Imam Bukhari, Imam Muslim, Imam Tustari, etc. have clarified in their books of Aqidah. And clarified in their books regarding the methodology. This is where it comes from. If there's evidence that the person has deviated, no problem. If there is none, then in that case we'll be speaking about Allah and the Rasul and about that person wrongfully, and you have to answer for it on Yawm al-Qiyamah. That's a serious thing. That's a very serious thing. But I said criticism and clarifying a person's condition, this is from the religion. Don't let somebody come and tell you, well, you know, actually them brothers, they just give them dawah, you know, them brothers just, you know, making jihad. No. We have to clarify, or else people will ride the donkey rather than the horse. People will end up riding an old car instead of a car that is working. You know, the old people used to say, what do you think that you stay away from in life is an old car? An old car that gives you trouble, that is. Because it will constantly give you trouble. So we have to still be very careful, and we have to listen to what the scholars have said. But at the same time, we don't go overboard in any of these matters. Islam is another path. وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا. That verily we have made you a middle nation. Not in the point of neglecting these issues. So we don't neglect the issue of da'wah. La. We don't neglect the issue of jihad. La. We don't neglect the issue of criticism of groups and jama'at. La. We don't neglect the issue of politics. No. But we put it in its proper place, according to what Allah and the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam have said. So therefore, my dear brothers, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we gain beneficial knowledge and that we stay away from that which doesn't benefit us. Because the whole reason why it is that we seek knowledge, it is to better ourselves and better those around us. This is what we have to do. And to, you know, purify our hearts as well. And to purify our behavior. I remember a brother told me the other day, and this is Brother Asaf, and we see it, those who were here for a very long time, or not so long time, we see it. That now, mashallah, we have many brothers who know how to read Quran correctly, who know fiqh, who know aqidah, and this is good. This is very important. But where is the love between the brothers? Where is the love? Where is the proper salam? The heartfelt salam. Where is it? You give him salam as like a brother don't want to give him salam, he's sure he faces vexity that he even start the salam. And long ago, people didn't have the knowledge, but they had the love between them. Think about that. And if we have more knowledge, we're supposed to have more love. That means something is fundamentally, again back to fundamentals, something is fundamentally wrong in the manner in which we approach that knowledge. Fundamentally wrong. Because if we don't have more love for each other, as the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala anhum had love for each other and they had the knowledge, something is wrong. in the way we approach this knowledge. Knowledge is not just technical terms and certificates. No, it's not about that. It's about clearing misconceptions from yourself and helping the Ummah and building love and brotherhood based upon correct principles for the Ummah. This is what the knowledge is supposed to be about. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us and protect us. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidun Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidun Majid. Aqim as-salat. Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. والتين والزيتون وطور سينين وهذا البلد الأمين. لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات فلهم أجر غير ممنون. فما يكذبك بعد بالدين أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفره إنه كان توابا. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.